Mr. Chairman, I move we exit out of executive session.
We have a motion. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. So I'm all in favor of moving forward with this.
Okay.
Christie, financially, we've got the opening, we've got everything's.
When are you gonna, sorry, I was gonna let those guys back in.
Oh.
When are you gonna replace his position?
It
As
would,
soon as he's past the point that
Yeah.
he knows if he wants it?
so step 3 on this would be approximately 3 months to 5 months. The step 4, 5 to 6
But we've
months.
already financed
So,
that position.
Yes, we already
Yeah,
have.
hire
it.
it.
my only
Plus-
thinking
Yeah.
is once you move him and replace him, then you can't go back.
Right.
So that was my only question. is
So,
we wanna
yeah, we'd
make
be
sure
probably
that
3
he's
months
where he
out.
wants to be.
Yep.
That's just gonna
So
be,
that-
and I talked with Adam quite a bit about that the other day, and I think that's just gonna be a work in progress as he moves through program and training, and we'll look at the money to see when which position can be hired. I think we just work through it that way.
And the hire is easy peasy. I
Yeah.
just wanna make sure that he's not put in a situation where we can't take it back.
Right.
So that he's,
Yeah,
continues with us.
yeah.
How much
For
is the
me,
total training?
It's only about $3,000. The on-site training, we've already paid for the computer-based training, so he could do those already. We got that as last year's package, so.
Okay.
so you two are working together and just make sure that clause is put in there.
Okay.
Brian needs to look at it just to make sure that we're covered that way.
I love it. I love this type of thinking to help people grow. So I'm all in favor of
And you
it.
can probably get a copy of that contract of what the sheriff's employees sign.
Okay.
And then just,
Work it into our plan.
Yeah.
Change the name?
Absolutely.
So who needs to sign off on this ultimately?
I think a contract binding would be with
Just write it up and put it on our agenda.
Okay.
I mean, you've come to the work session, we'll follow that procedure.
be the elected official over your office. Be us.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
Okay.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Scott. Welcome.
How are you? You come up first. Okay, Scott Crowther, Business Manager, Event Director.
Kia Shaw, I'm the branch manager for the Idaho Food Bank.
So Kia has reached out to us to see if they could run their annual food drive in the parking lot just to the north of the grandstands. So do you want to just describe that real quick?
Sure, this is our annual Thanksgiving distribution. The county's been super
North,
gracious
south.
the last.
South.
Okay.
My directions are horrible.
It's all
Anyway,
good. You notice how
North
I
just
correct
looked
you.
crowded to me.
it's my north.
You live north.
True north.
The county's been super gracious the last several years, letting us use these parking lots for our Thanksgiving distribution. Even with COVID last year, we had to completely change how we do that run, and it actually worked out better than years previous. And so we're just asking if we can use it one more year. We are anticipating serving about 1,300. Almost gave myself a heart attack. 1,300 families this year. We are going to open it up to general public, which is something we haven't done in the years before. We usually have our guests go to our partner agencies or to low-income service resources that are in the area to get the vouchers to come up there. But we are going to advertise that we're going to open up to general public access for the last hour and a half, hoping that we'll serve more folks who maybe haven't gone to a partner agency or haven't gotten to that need yet.
Have you all been up there, witnesses?
Yeah.
I have. I've helped with it, and it's an amazing thing. Would you just explain how it happens, what goes on?
Absolutely. So we use the gravel lot and then the paved lot that are just adjacent to the grandstands there, and folks will come in that first gravel lot parking lot, and we stage them there. So that way we don't have people on the road, we don't cause a huge traffic issue because we don't want the police up there, getting mad at us for that. And we stage them up there, and on the parking lot adjacent to it, we have 4 different distribution lines set up with, pre-COVID, we were doing about 225 volunteers to make this day happen. With COVID, we actually got it down to about 120 volunteers that we only needed to do this. And we distribute dry boxes that have items for Thanksgiving meals. We have different kinds of produce depending on what we have in season, definitely potatoes. People will get rolls, and then Cranksgiving that happens, it starts November 1, is actually what benefits this distribution. and so we'll get a turkey as well. So families come up and volunteers load them and they get to drive away. They don't ever have to get out of their car, they don't have to lug anything. We don't have a bunch of people moving around. We have to work really hard to make sure that we don't have folks walking in front of moving vehicles all the time. We have it sectioned off so moving cars stay in their lane, volunteers stay in their lane, and never shall the two meet. And we just really have a great group of volunteers. We usually start at between 11:30 and noon, and we're generally done by about 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're hoping, again, with opening it up to the public this year, that will be the case. But last year we served about 950 families in that time period, and about 750 of that was in the first hour and a half. The volunteers move a lot of food. The average wait time for folks who didn't get there 3 hours early was about 38 minutes. So those volunteers are moving food quickly, and they're doing it safely. So it's just a lot of fun, and it's a good time, and it serves a lot of people in our community here.
Yeah, them lines, I mean, you have like 10 cars per line, and 10 groups of volunteers that just come and bring a full Thanksgiving dinner, put in the car, and then that whole line of 10 moves out. 10 more comes in. They've got it down really well.
Yeah.
And it's a fun time, to me. And the biggest part is to see those people that appreciate it and the gratitude that they have. If without it, they don't have a Thanksgiving dinner. And you see some of that. But it's pretty touching to me.
We definitely encourage carpooling, so that way we're reducing the amount of cars that go up there as much as we can. We limit it obviously because I don't want to try and fit 7 Thanksgiving meals in a Geo Metro. I'm good, I'm not that good. But we do it that way. I mean, we've had a guy come up on a motorcycle, and a couple of years in a row I saw him, and I'm not sure where you're going to put all this, but good luck to you, bud. And he just straps the turkey on the back of his bike and puts everything else in his saddlebags and calls it a good day. But people are very gracious. They're very, it's just something they very much need, and it's a lot of tears. And she's really busy at folks who may not have ever been in this situation, or this is what they count on for their Thanksgiving. So it's just one of those really important events that we enjoy doing.
And there is no fee for the parking lot, but just requesting use.
Mr. Chairman, I would move that we authorize the Idaho Food Bank to utilize the facility as presented.
We have a motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Scott. We'll be in touch. Thank you.
Let us know, though. Let Scott know. Or you'll know.
Yeah.
I'd like the county employees to volunteer to come up there and help if.
Yes, I was
Absolutely.
thinking, let us know a way to advertise that.
Yeah, absolutely. I will
Yeah.
have Scott on board to share this information.
Great.
Okay.
And
Okay. Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
sweet. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hello, I'm Corporal Travis Gurney with the Idaho State Police.
So, Idaho State Police contacted us requesting to use the parking lot east of the National Guard, east of the National Guard, to run a ATV or off-highway vehicle safety fair.
Okay.
Can I explain the fair?
So, this is something we put together this year. We did it. In the parking lot, it would be on South 5th, north of Maverick.
I saw that one.
Yeah, so what it was is a group, so Idaho Parks and Rec offers off-highway vehicle safety courses for ATVs and dirt bikes for children and adults. That way they can operate their equipment safely. This idea of the safety fair, we also had commercial ITDs, rover scales that usually weigh commercial motor vehicles come out, and we were weighing camp trailers there too. So what we're trying to do is do the same thing as we did this year, is have ISP there, Bannock County Search and Rescue, Idaho Parks and Rec, Bureau of Land Management, the Forest Service there as well, a couple of nonprofits, organizations to talk about trail etiquette, trail safety, and then also just education to the general public. We also invited some vendors to be there because there's no better way than to get a vendor to market it on their social media to their customers and to come there and essentially bring people there. It turned out relatively good this year. We had a few people come mingle, talk to us. We're hoping to do it again over in Twin Falls County. They do it up Magic Mountain. They trained this year in 2021 something like 60 kids in a weekend over 2 days, which is awesome. We're wanting to get it where we're training kids each year, have it consecutively, and have it just a event for people to come out, learn how to operate vehicle safety, because each time we get a fatality or a crash, we're sending out Bannock County Search and Rescue to find them, or ISP has to go out and measure it, and it's not fun, so we're trying to find ways to mitigate it.
Is this during the high school rodeo?
This is May 21st.
We could
Can we do it?
We get a lot of training.
We'll invite them.
It is a mandatory class to be able to participate in the rodeo. You want your feet, any of that content, you gotta come to it. We have problems with money. Okay. Sorry,
A
inside.
lot
no,
of
you're
youth,
fine.
a lot of youth come to our RV park during high school rodeo, and
Yeah.
they like to have RVs.
All right, LL,
ATVs out
they like to
there.
see how many kids they can get on a four-wheeler.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
No, I, it's a great program.
Absolutely.
I 100% support it.
Mr. Chairman, I move that we approve the request from the Idaho State Police for the use of the facility as requested.
Have a motion, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes unanimously. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, Corporal.
Appreciate it.
And that is all that I have. Aside from the fact that Kyle did try to call me, but my phone's on
I
silent.
thought you had a National Guard one.
That won't be till next week.
Oh, okay.
We've got
I was gonna
crossed
harass.
off.
I was gonna harass somebody for not being on time.
No,
You know,
that'll-
10 minutes
that'll be-
prior.
That'll be next week.
Okay.
So,
All right.
thank you very much.
Anita? How's your arm?
It is sore. I whined quite a bit last night. Funny.
And Vanessa's not complaining at all.
Vanessa's not complaining. In fact, she told me that there was no whining in her house, so. So I went and whined to Brian. That didn't work either.
You two can wind to each other.
So I'm back with the Q list. I think we got it taken care of. We got it down to 30 days plus. There's auto renew.
You're happy?
I'm happy.
All right.
And we're happy, Brian's happy.
Right. Motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion that we approve the QLIS contract as presented.
Have a motion, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Passes
Good to see you
unanimously,
on
one signature.
You-
Yep.
Thank
With
you.
that being said,